thank you. That's done. Let's see if anyone's gonna come on first. I should have announced, but let's see. There, let's make this. I'm only going to wait for one person, literally just one person. Although it's a bit early. What's the time? 8:45. It's a bit early here, but I'm aware that people watch me from different parts of the world, which is very flattering. So I'm just going to wait for one person before I start. So I'm not talking to myself. But to be honest with you, I could start regardless because I'm still going to save this video. So let's adjust this a little bit. So I'm going to be making soap for the first time live, which is very nerve-wracking right now. Pardon my hair. I know I still haven't started. Nobody is here yet, but I'm still going to start talking. Pardon my hair because, guys, I had to run down to do this because I just felt if I do not come and do this right now, I probably won't be able to do it because, guys, during the week I'm working. I have my toddler with me, and he's sleeping right now, and I hope he doesn't wake up. To be honest with you, he's probably going to wake up at some point from hearing my voice. And when he does, hopefully he doesn't come here. I have actually kind of sealed him up and locked the door and everything, so he's not able to come out, but he's probably going to cry. So I want to just make this as fast as possible. If nobody joins in the next 1 minute, I'm just going to start regardless. Why is this thing coming down constant? Oh, someone's here. Yay! So you guys are now going to see my soap making live. So today, this thing keeps, it's not tight for some reason. I don't know what to do. So guys, sorry about this. But why am I even wearing goggles? I think I want the goggles to take the thumbnail, but then I thought I was going to remove it. Anyway, guys, so this video I'm making today, I'm going to be making goat milk. No, not oat and honey. I just love that so much. I think about it all the time. So I'm going to be making goat milk, turmeric, and honey soap. It is excellent. You know, we soap makers try not to talk about what soap can do to the body, but I'll be honest with you, that turmeric and honey, especially turmeric with honey and oats, and you know, just a lot of things. It's just so good for your skin. Hey guys, look at my skin right now. It's glowing, isn't it? And I have no makeup on. You can see I washed my hair last night, so my hair just looks, you know, but I just thought I'm gonna come do this regardless, because if I don't rush here, if I think I have to look nice and I have to do my hair before I come on here, I knew that I would probably not do this weekend, and I needed to. So good morning. Hey, I recognize one person. Good morning. So yeah, I just thought to do this real quickly. Anyway, what I was saying about my skin is I literally just woke up not too long ago, well, 2 hours ago. I wake up very early. I'm a morning person. And look at my skin. Guys, if you saw my skin 3 years ago, my life changed the day I learned about natural soaps. The day I learned how to make my own soaps was when my life changed. And this soap I'm about to make is one of my favorites, especially like for even skin tone. Like I said, soap makers try not to make any there is something on my screen that just says rotate device. Why is it telling me to rotate device? Okay, hold on a second. I'll rotate it this way, and then I'll rotate it back this way. And then it's saying rotate device again. So I think I'm streaming this way. That's odd. But I want to stream landscape, How do I change it to stream landscape? Okay, guys, I will learn as I go over time with this thing. Anyway, so I'm streaming portrait. Oh no. It didn't give me the up. Anyway, let's not even go into that. I don't want to waste time. So I'll just get right into it. For this soap making, what I realize is I want to show myself, but I can't. The reason I can't is because I'll have to position the camera in a way I don't have a team. It's just me. So I do everything by myself. And so I cannot position it. Some people have like multiple cameras where one is looking from the bird's eye and one is looking from an angle and one is looking from, I don't have that. I literally record everything with my phone. And so I'm going to still have to do the bird's eye view for you guys. But this is live, so you're going to be watching me live. I'm going to be talking. And at the end, I'll bring it back to my face before I go. So let's get right into it. So this is, oh my goodness, guess what just happened? Okay, bear with me, guys. My tripod literally just came off. And I don't even know how I'm going to fix this. Oh, I think I need to remove this. This is such a blunder. Why did this happen now? Isn't this just the devil's work? The devil works in his own ways, man. I think it's because I kept rotating the thing. It came off. Did something break? Oh no, I have to push this in. Aha, that's, oh no, but I, oh my Lord, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I have to put this in first. Guys, I'm so sorry about this. And I'm trying to rush here so my child doesn't wake up. Oh man, life. It came off again. What's going on? Is it this way? Hey, I'm in trouble. Oh. I am in trouble. I am in trouble. I am in trouble. Hey, my God. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I am going to... Oh, Lord. Life. Potter bins, isn't it? This is potter bins for me. Okay, so I'm going to adjust that the way I want it before I put this in. And then I put that, and then push this. Like, of all days, this has never happened to me before. Why is it happening right now? Like, really? It's the devil. Okay, guys, so I'm going to flip the camera. Let's see, can I flip it? Or am I going to have to do this? Yeah, I can flip the camera. Okay, now this is my studio, guys. Welcome to my studio. You're seeing what I'm doing. It's not the neatest. You can see all the things I have on there. And this is how I film. And what's this? This is this. So I need to move the camera so you don't see that in the way. This is just... I don't know what you guys can see. I hope this is not upside down. I really hope it's not upside down. Yeah, there's a lot of wires and stuff, but just bear with us. Wow. And it keeps telling me to rotate device. I don't know why. Well, guys, we're going to do it regardless. Nothing is going to stop our shine today. Nothing is going to stop our shine. So today we have our hard oils. I already pre-measured them just because I didn't want this to go on for too long, but trust me, it's going to go on for long. So now I'm going to put this in a microwave to melt down, and I will get my other things done as I, just see how I do it. So usually when I record, this is literally my space, guys. This is my space. You can see that everything away from my space is not that neat. This is my recipe, which I don't even need right now, so I'm just going to keep that away. And I have this to like put my tools on. I have some other things. Oh gosh, you should see the other side. Let me show you if I can. Well, actually, no, let's not risk it because we took a bit too. Anyway, I have some other things there, but let's go melt this now. So next is my citric acid. And today my citric acid is going to be at 12.6 grams. Guys, I have a bit of a cough, so bear with me. So let's measure out maybe about 15 grams of water. Not a lot. To be honest, it got to 20 grams. Okay, so there. And then, oh, where's my citric acid? There is my citric acid. I don't want to promote brands until they start paying me to promote them. So here, this is citric acid. Because these brands, They're all bigger than me. Why should I be promoting them when they won't promote me? I noticed that I was doing it for the fragrance oil I use. I was always kind of putting it out there. Then one day I thought to myself, why do I do this? These people should promote me. I shouldn't be promoting them. So I said to myself, I'm going to stop. Anyway, so now 12.6 grams. You see, when making soap, you have to concentrate. And so talking while doing this is a risk because I could make a mistake. So even while I'm talking, I'm going to try my best to concentrate on what I'm doing. So you guys know that, you know, obviously I can't even see your comments right now. I hope I'm still streaming. Okay, yes, I am. Know that I'm not going to be able to say certain things, or, you know, I'm just not going to be able to be very coordinated with what I'm telling you people because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. And so most of what I'll be talking about will be what I am actually doing. So now that's 12.6 grams of citric acid. I'm making a total of 2 pounds of soap, and so I'm stirring that in. You notice I'm not wearing my gloves. That's because citric acid is not toxic to you. Once I start handling lies when I like to wear my gloves, because I mean, gloves are stressful, so why should I wear gloves when I'm handling things like oils and citric acid? Like, really? I'll wear the gloves when I'm ready for that. So now I'm just stirring. It's taking some time to dissolve. And there's a part of me that is trying to be as fast as my videos. It's like in my head, I'm like, okay, let's go fast. Let's go fast. Let's make sure this thing is well. I don't want to mess with anything then. Now, okay, I think that's completely dissolved. You notice it's a bit thicker. You won't notice anyway, but trust me, it feels a bit more syrupy once it's dissolved. So that's the citric acid. Now I'm going to also measure in some honey. And usually I try to stick to percentages as well when it comes to honey, but today I'm not sticking to anything strict. So I'm going to do about 15 grams, which is strict. Guess what? I think my baby is awake, but I'm going to try to ignore him until he finds something else to do. So maybe he'll just watch TV or something, but I think he's awake. That's what I struggle with. I'm a single mom, guys. Yeah, that's news for another day. I'm thinking of starting a vlog. And so when I start a vlog, that's where I will talk about things, you know, just talk about things. So that's my honey. And I like to dissolve my honey with my citric acid because it makes everything easier. So there, we're stirring that one in. Remember, turmeric is going to be in this soap, but I'm not going to dissolve the turmeric in here. I'll dissolve the turmeric in my oils. Maybe I should be wearing a mask when doing this, but trust me, nothing can survive sodium hydroxide, so don't worry if I'm coughing. And trust me, when I cough, I turn away. Nothing can survive in sodium hydroxide, guys. Nothing can survive that thing, man. Anyways, so you can see some crystals. It's not even crystals. It can still dissolve, but to be honest, this is fine. So I'm going to put this aside as well. And then I think we're going to start the fun bit. Let's check on the hard oils actually and make sure that that's melted. Right, so that is actually melted down. Not entirely completely. Let's do this. It's not entirely completely melted down, but it's melted down enough that I know it's hot. So I'm just going to stir this. Let's not make the mistake I made in one of my videos where I left my spatula in, I stirred, then took it out, and then used it to measure. That was so stupid of me because that really messed up my measurements. So now, the only hard oil I have not yet measured in is, so I still need my recipe actually. The only hard oil I've not yet measured in is my coconut oil. And that's because coconut oil melts much more easily than every other oil. And so I usually just like to melt it in the hot oils. So coconut oil, let me see there. Let's make sure it's tested. And then let's start measuring. Guys, I don't think my baby's awake. I think I was being paranoid. Oh, I was being paranoid. Mothers have that paranoia. You know, I always think I can hear my baby crying. And by the way, my baby is a toddler. I just call him my baby because he's my baby. He's my baby for life. Even when he's an adult, he'll still be my baby. He's all that I have. He literally is my motivation for everything I do. Everything. For my channel, for everything. So yeah, I hear him cry when he's not crying. It's so weird. Like I could be in the bathroom and I'll just hear something. And I'll just be like, is my baby crying? Guys, I'm actually so excited doing this. I just pray, this video doesn't come out looking upside down. If it does, that's a shame. But at least I will learn what not to do in the next video. Can you guys, and I can't even see comments. Let me see. Can I see comments? Live chats. Let's see, live chat. Yes, I remember that video. Can someone just tell me if my video looks upside down? Like, I can't see comments, which is just weird. 169, but I need 27. Okay, so I need to keep going. 270. You see, I was about to make a mistake. I was going to stop at 170 something. Meanwhile, I need 270 something. And guys, it looks like my coconut oil is finishing. Hey God. Hey my Lord and my God. I hope I have enough. If I don't, I'm that person who compensates with other oils, and it has never failed me actually. I know it's a risky business. You have to kind of think of which oil you can, use to replace. Hey guys, my coconut oil is finished. I am scraping. Guys, this is the real me. When I do voiceovers, I feel like I'm so quiet. I mean, I am quiet. I think I'm that person who has a bit of everything. I can be very playful. I can be very serious, like so serious, like a professor. I'm like that. I'm like everything. So it's a good thing I'm in my playful mode right now. But trust me, when I enter professor mode, when I'm telling you about science and saponification and how the acid and the base react and how this and that, I like to rub the coconut oil on my skin. So thank God that coconut oil was enough. It literally is finished. The container is empty right now, so I need to buy some more. So what next do I need to add? Oh, so I need to now stir that in so it will melt, because let's rub this. Stir that in so that it melts. And if it doesn't melt, or if I'm not patient enough, but I will be patient because I'm going to just leave this to sit down. What I'm going to do is I will put it in the microwave if it doesn't melt, but it will melt, so I'm fine. That's fine. So let's just put this aside. Let's not spend too much time. I want to make this live video as short as possible, although it's not going to be too short, but let's do our best to not make it extra long. So what I'll do next is I will start working on, so while that coconut oil is melting, I'll start working on the goat milk and the lye. And once the coconut oil is melted, then I'll measure in my soft oils there. So this is the fun part of goat milk making. Goat milk soap making, yeah. So my freezer is what I'm bringing out right now. So our water content is supposed to be 197.53 grams. You see my percentage there, let me show you guys, is 40%. I do that because I know that when I make goat milk soaps, I tend to go slightly over with my water content. And by the way, water is goat milk in this recipe. So I usually try to just make the concentration high, the lye concentration high. And that way, if I go over, I know that I'm bringing it down to maybe 35% or even 30. So we need 197, and this is 124. And so I'm putting in a small one. That's 174. Let's put in another small one. You see what I mean? So now this is 218 and I cannot break that up. So yes, it did go about 20 grams over, 20 or 22 grams over the actual recipe or the lye concentration of 40%, but that's not a big deal. So now I am going to create an ice bath. Get some water. So how I create my ice bath is I just put very little water in here, and then actually I'll put the cup in before I put the ice, because when I first made goat milk soap, I put the ice in and then I couldn't put the cup to sit. So now I'll just put the ice by the sides. So that just will help to keep everything as cool as possible. Look at my lovely ice tray. I like all these cute ice trays. So some people use these ice trays because it's silicone. They use them for soap embeds. It does create really nice, cute flowers. So if you want to have some flowery embeds, you can use them. And even what I used for to freeze my goat milk soap is actually one of my molds for soap making. So it just looks cuter when your goat milk is frozen in something cute. Oh, this is such a daunting process. I don't like breaking ice from this thing. It's so stressful. Like my hands are turning red. I don't even know. I didn't see the comments. It's hard. You know, I'm stretching so hard to see the comments to know if I'm moving. I'm seeing colors just fine. I can't see the comments. And the comments disappear. Why do they disappear? Live chat. Let's come back. Teefing your own coconut oil. Just pause the live. Okay, how do I pause the live? It doesn't even say. Okay, honestly guys, I'm sorry, I can't do certain things. It doesn't tell me. Like what I can see, I don't even understand. This is my first actual real live. I've done a live video before, but it was not this intense. So guys, bear with me if there's any weirdness in this video. If the video is upside down, I promise you, I don't even know. I just hope not. Well, if it's upside down, it's not bad actually, because it's going to be this way. So you're still seeing the same thing either way. So it's if you're looking at me upside down, and that looks weird. But if it's the soap making, it's fine. So, okay, that's fine. Right. So there, we're done with our ice bath. Don't even know. Oh, the final ice. Come out, love. Good job. Okay. Now, let's take the ice bath away. There. Now, it's time to wear my gloves and my goggles, because I know they take lye play. Oh. I just spoke broken English, by the way, and that just means I don't joke with lye. I don't. The reason why I do joke in the term, this long sleeve, you guys, is just today. Normally, I don't even bother wearing long sleeves, but that's because I feel like I can rinse off my skin really quickly. But when it comes to my eyes, hey, I don't play around. I don't play around at all. My eyes, nah. Okay, so I'm gonna get the lye. I need another container. Right. So we need 131.6 grams of lye. 131.6, 131, 1. Okay, let's start slowing down. Gosh, guys, you know I can't wait to read all your comments. I'm going to watch this live video when I'm done, and read everything going on there, because I feel like there's so much fun going on there that I don't even know. So I went up by about 0.4 grams, but that's okay. That's why we have super fats. So this is 131.2 grams. Oh, this is 132 grams. Sorry, 132. Let's clean up. I don't like messes. Oh, I'm such a... Let's clean this place. Now the fun begins. Oh no. Oh yes. Yes, that's the fun part. The fun begins. So now I'm going to start dissolving. I'm being so aware of everything. I'm like, I hope I'm not forgetting something. This part is fun, only when sped up, in my opinion. When it's not sped up, this part is boring. Like when it's sped up and you're watching it on my normal videos, it's definitely fun to watch. I think I should talk less so that lye doesn't go into my mouth. But yeah, so now we're gonna start stirring. I don't like the beginning because it's just like stirring hard rocks and nothing is happening. But once it starts melting, then the fun really starts for me. Guys, I really want to tell you guys, why am I embarrassed and ashamed that I actually have COVID, or had, let's say had. I'm recovering, I'm getting much better. I had COVID. And I'm ashamed to say it. Is that normal? I don't know if anybody else has had it. I'm actually ashamed to say it because it just makes me feel like I should have protected myself a little bit more. And you know, I hardly go out. I recently got a job. I started working in December and I work from home, and as well as doing soap making and everything. And I don't go out much. The only place I go to is the grocery store. I don't have family here. I have nobody. When I say I have nobody. Like I don't even have friends. The people I call friends are, speech therapists for my baby and things like that. So I have no one. So I don't go out. I don't mingle with people. I suspect it's the daycare I put my child in. Either that or someone I met recently who had COVID. And because she did tell me she had COVID, but we met at the park and we were outdoors. And I don't know, I'm talking about COVID. Well, because this part, it takes forever. So let me just tell you guys about what's going on in my life. So yeah, we were outdoors and we met at the park. And I remember that day, I wasn't wearing a mask because I genuinely didn't think I was going to meet anybody. I didn't know her from anywhere. I met her that day. That was my first time meeting her. And, and when I go to the park, I don't go close to people. Me and my baby really just take walks. The park has a nice walkway where, you can just take walks. And so I was just walking and, this lady just stopped me and she said, "Oh, are you Nigerian?" And I said, "Oh, yes, I am. Are you?" She said, "Yes." And that's how we started talking. But she said, "Oh, it's a good thing you're standing far away," because I was standing quite a distance from her. And she said, because I was diagnosed with COVID. And she said she was asymptomatic. So a part of me got scared, but there's a part of us as humans that makes you not want to keep away from people just because they're sick or because they have something. And so I didn't want to kind of start going, "Oh my gosh, just stay far away," or stay, So every time I talked to her, we did have a relatively close interaction. There was a point where she was even showing me some pictures on her phone because we actually stayed there talking. We became friends that day. She's my friend now. And, well, she's not... she's someone I know now. I don't want to, I'm always quick to call people friend. So, she's someone I know now. So, it's maybe that, because that was the only exposure I think I had knowingly, she was like the first and only exposure. And I remember coming home that day and saying to myself, I hope I don't catch COVID. And I had already been sick. Because you guys must have watched one of my videos where my voice was very husky and everything. So I just felt, yeah, it was a cold and all. So I had already been sick, but we were getting better as at the time I met her. We were much better. My voice was back. I wasn't coughing or anything. And then I thought, I hope I don't catch COVID. And then next thing, like a week later, or maybe just roughly 2 weeks later, me and my baby had a really bad cough. Really bad cough. Oh my God. It was so bad that we couldn't sleep. Like in the middle of the night, me and my baby, we would wake up coughing for like an hour or 2 hours straight. Like that's how the cough actually, normally when you have a cough, you can sleep. And because you are asleep, it's like your body doesn't remember you have a cough until you wake up. But in this case, the cough woke us up. So we would wake up coughing for like 2 hours and we would not be able to sleep because of the cough. It was bad. It was really bad. It was so bad. Mississippi is not a dry place. It's pretty humid here, but the air felt like it was cutting my throat into two. It was so dry. And so I had to buy a humidifier. What I was doing before the humidifier came was I would run the shower without me in there for like 30 minutes to just, mist up everywhere. Oh, God, it was an ordeal. So I took my child to the hospital, guys. And, as a mother, I care about my child more than I care about myself. So I took my child to the hospital and got him tested. And when he got tested, they said it came back negative. So he didn't have COVID. So I thought, so what is this then? What is this cough? And then I went and said, okay, let me get my own self-tested. And I went and got my self-test. Well, I didn't get tested because I don't have health insurance at the moment. And there's so many things that I think I have to talk about with you guys that I want to talk about in a separate, like that's why I want to create a new channel for myself, because I don't want to talk about my personal life on here because this is soap making. And so I will create that soon and I'll let you guys know what's been going on. But anyway, I don't have health insurance. And so they said the test was going to cost $185. I just said to myself, you know what? Let's come and be going home. Because even if I have COVID, you people will not treat me. You people say there is no treatment. So if there's no treatment, if I'm going to die, I will die. If I'm going to live, I will live. This test, why am I now paying for it? I just said, guys, thank you very much. And I prophesied upon my life and said, COVID is not going to kill me. I just said it to myself, I'm not going to die of COVID. That's not what's going to be on my death certificate. So guys, thank you. I'm not going to pay $185 for a test. And I left. And the lady felt bad. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't worry. So what I did was I just started to assume I had COVID. And so, I was just trying to be careful. And so my son was, still coughing. Then two nights later, I'm even still coughing till now. So 2 nights later, he had a temperature, really bad temperature. And usually when kids have temperatures at night, it comes down in the morning somehow. But his temperature didn't come down. It was just still up the entire day. And then during the day, he didn't eat, he didn't drink water, nothing at all. Like my child did not drink anything. So I still managed to work that day with my child in my arms. I actually worked with him in my arms all through for 8 hours. Some of these things make me sad, but these are things I'll talk about on my vlog. So, and then I just said, I'm going to take this child to the hospital. So after work, I usually start my work really early. I start at 7 a.m. So I finish up at about 3:30. So after work, I got in the car and dashed straight to the hospital because the hospital, they were still open. I had an appointment for 4 p.m. And then when I went there, I had them test him again because, I didn't even have them. They tested him again because, his temperature, everything. And then the doctor came and said, well, he's very positive. I'm like, tell me about it. Like, tell me about it, really. And he's like, yeah, he's very positive. And of course, I didn't expect them to do anything. They just gave me some, for some things for his fever. They gave me something for his fever. I'm not going to mention it because I don't know if it's right to be mentioning drugs on things like this. So people don't take my words and go and self-medicate. So anyway, they gave him something for his fever and we came home and I've just been isolating since then. Essentially, my isolation ended last week. My isolation of 10 days ended on Thursday of last week. But I'm still paranoid, especially since I still have a bit of a cough. My son is no longer coughing. He's now perfectly okay. And it's so funny. Kids are so resilient. Oh my God. He literally is not vaccinated because he's under 5 years old, and I am vaccinated. Although I'm not eligible, I wasn't eligible for the booster yet because I got my final vaccination in September. So I'm vaccinated, and I think this thing hit me even more than it hit him. Although I didn't have a fever, but he did. But he recovered very quickly. He recovered so quickly compared to me. Like, I'm still here coughing and he's just fine. So that's my ordeal with COVID. COVID, guys. I'm glad I'm okay. There's so many people that didn't make it through. Like, I even know someone who was my age mate who died of COVID. So trust me, I don't take it for granted that I am still here talking and I'm still alive. I do not take it for granted at all, because I think a lot of people take it for granted. They just feel, well, it's just like the flu. No, it's not just like the flu. You'd be surprised. Anybody can really succumb to this disease or this thing that is going around. Anybody can succumb to it. So we must stay careful. We must not take it for granted at all. And so I've just been isolating. I canceled every appointment my child had, his speech therapy, everything. You know, isolation ended, but I'm still not going anywhere. I was supposed to see someone yesterday, and I just told him now because I'm still coughing. Like, I don't think I'm comfortable coughing in front of people. So I'm just gonna not see anyone until the cough is gone. And yeah, there, we're done with our goat milk. Right at the end of our COVID gist, isn't it? So yeah, it's nice and creamy. It's not as yellow, and I just love it. Trust me, the ice bath is magic. So let's just keep that aside. So what do we do next? Oh, right, let's measure out our oils. See, the coconut oil is melted. Thank God we didn't waste too much time on that. So I have an empty bottle here of olive oil. Olive oil should be so one. I don't want to give out my recipe, so I'm not going to say what it should be. Yeah. Okay, so this is an empty bottle. I had this upside down for days just so that I could use all of the olive oil to the very last. Like, I don't want to waste any single bit. It costs money. Remember, spatula, coconut head, that's me. Olive oil. Okay, let's go. The heater is on. I've gone very, very slightly over. I've gone about 4 grams over, but that's okay. Again, even my super fat is not high, and I do that because I know I tend to go over with certain things. So I try to keep my super fat low. Avocado oil. Let's go. Let's concentrate before I go over again. Okay, we have a few more grams to go. I'm promoting a brand though. With this one, I went about 0.8 grams over. That's okay. And castor oil. What do we have here? Okay, let's go. Let's make sure that's correct. Okay, let's keep going. I have like 1 more gram to put in, so I'm trying to be careful. Okay, I have a little to go. Oh, there, perfect. Perfect. This one, I didn't go over. Right, so let's make sure all of our oils are in. Avocado in, castor in, coconut in, cocoa butter in, lard in, olive oil in, shea butter in. Perfectus. So that's all done. So what I'm going to do next is to add my turmeric. Where is that turmeric? Where is it? It looks like I kept my turmeric somewhere that... Oh, I brought it out already. Okay, so now I'm adding my turmeric. This one I'm going to promote their brand because I just love them. Nothing. Yeah, this is what I'm using. I just love them. I use a few of their things and they've all been good. So for the turmeric, I'm going with half a teaspoon per pound of oil because turmeric is pretty strong. And so I don't usually, especially when it's a facial soap, because this is going to be used on the face, I don't want to do too much just because I want it to have a color. No, I want it to be mild and easy. The turmeric is kind of making me choke. So I don't want it to be too strong, and because turmeric can burn if it's too much. So this is 2 pounds of soap. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon, right? Because it's half a teaspoon per pound. So I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon of turmeric in there. And then let's take out the spatula gently. And then now it's time to, oh, bear with me guys, I want to rinse out the sodium hydroxide container. I usually just rinse out the container I use for sodium hydroxide. And then I'm also going to add my citric acid and honey. Just because I don't want to forget it. I feel like I'm already not thinking about it. And that's usually the easiest way to forget. I was tempted to put some colloidal oats into this soap. But I thought, let's just keep our recipe simple. Like, why do I always like to overdo things? Am I going to need... I don't think I need the weighing scale anymore. So let's put that aside as well. Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay. It's the live chat that just popped up. Pops up when it wants to. So this is just me tapping to get rid of air bubbles. So the turmeric is blended in. I'm sure it's at this point my child is going to wake up because the noise of the stick blender. So here's our goat milk. I haven't even checked the temperature. Let's see what the temperatures are. Oh, this is in Celsius. Let's change that to Fahrenheit. This is 79 for the oils. Okay, let's do that again. And it's 93 for the goat milk, which is not too bad at all. So the goat milk is pretty thick. It's pretty thick, but I'll pour it in just like that. Usually I would sieve, but I find that it makes no difference when you sieve or when you don't sieve. Let's put this aside. Now let's blend. And this time I'm going to make it thick. Stir, 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 stir. Blend even more. Stir, 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 stir. Blend even more. For some reason, goat milk soaps tend to take time to trace, and I don't know why it does that. Let's get rid of those bubbles that I just added to this thing. Okay. It's a miracle that my baby is still sleeping. But it's a good thing. Can't complain. I decided to make a simple soup for myself first live video because I mean, who wants to complicate life when I'm doing when I'm doing a live stream for the first time ever? Really. Okay, so as usual, I like to get as much soap as I can of this thing. If I'm able to edit the video, I think I'll change the title of my video and say, oh, I had COVID, just to make people watch. No, I'm not going to do that. If you watch, you watch. If you don't watch, you don't watch. I'm not going to do that. Those clickbait things sometimes can be annoying, but to be honest with you, they're very tempting. Even I do it. When I write something like, do not do this in this soap, trust me, it's a clickbait. It's just to make you watch. Whatever it is not that serious. Just to make you watch. So now let's pour in our mold. It's so yummy looking. Soap making is the most satisfying thing ever. It's so therapeutic. Okay. I'll save the last one. I'll put this. Let's move this here. Let's get a mold. Let's use a hot mold. I find that these hot molds, I just love them because when I use them, for some reason, it's easier to handle the soap much more than when I use regular soaps. And yeah, it's just much easier to hold a bar of hot soap. Plus, it's hot season, so maybe that's why. I told you, once the season comes, the thing stays in my head. And you know, the colors stay in my head, the shape of the heart. I mean, it's Valentine's season, right? Although I have nobody to send me romantic gifts. To be honest, I haven't had a Valentine in years. Nobody has given me anything for Valentine in years. The last time I had a real Valentine was some time ago. But that's okay. Love yourself. You have to love yourself. I really do love myself now. Like last year I learned it. I had to learn it. Last year, guys, I really need to start a vlog. I have to, because if you guys know what's going on in my life, you will be like, what? My life is a movie. It's a movie. My life is a thriller, not just any movie. Thriller. See, some people's lives are romantic. Some people's lives are romantic comedies. Some people's lives are horror. My own is not horror. My life is just a thriller. You will be thrilled by everything going on. Let's see. What texture should... This is always the hard part. I think I should start planning out my textures because I can never ever decide on the texture. Oh guys, this means I'm going to have to do another live stream tomorrow, you know? I didn't think about this. I can't cut the soap today. So I'm probably gonna, hopefully tomorrow's live stream will be better, more coordinated and everything. Let's see. I don't know. What do I do? How do I texturize this? Can I read comments? Where are the comments? What do I do? I can never decide. Anyway, I can't see your comments, unfortunately. So I tried to make this thick. Okay, you know what? I'll do this. I see some people do this and it forms a nice, aha, see? Although I don't think I'm doing it the way they do it, because the way they do it, it looks so good. I like it. Oh, I've spoiled it. Oh, I've spoiled it. Oh. Oh my goodness. It's not as nice as those people's. See, people do nice things. Why does my own always turn out funky? What do we do now? What do we do? There's nothing I can do. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, let's just try again. This is always the problem when you overdo. When you overdo. And I cannot decorate this soap with anything. You know, there's nothing to decorate with. Well, guys, this is it. I think I'll leave it here. So yeah, I think we've come to the end of this live stream. Thank you for watching. Oh my God, I can't believe some people watched me. Like, hey, I really thought I was just going to have one person watching me. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We're going to come back tomorrow to do the soap cotton. This is the end. You see, it's not so hard to make soap. And quite frankly, this is also a beginner friendly recipe. So, oh yes, I'm supposed to show my face. I said I was going to show my face at the end. I hope this thing doesn't drop on. Oh, okay, I need to rotate. Let's flip camera. Okay, now sure. You know what, I'm just going to take this off the tripod because I'm scared that it's going to drop, and just hold it. Yes, guys. So thank you. Let's take off my gloves. Sorry. I'm so disorganized. The gloves are making me hot, and I'm hot. And the goggles, I'm done. Right. So thank you guys for watching. Like, I'm flattered. I'm really flattered that people actually watched me, and I appreciate it. And yeah, so see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back to do the cutting of this soap. Bye. How do I now go off?